Have you ever told yourself, "I'll start tomorrow"? That one little phrase, so full of opiate, so often the thief of our dreams. This is the story of Liam, a young man who lived in the land of tomorrow. His apartment was a graveyard of good intentions. A guitar gathering dust in the corner, a stack of books on entrepreneurship serving as a coffee coaster, and a pair of running shoes that had never seen a sunrise. Every morning, Liam would wake up with a surge of ambition. Today, he'd say, "Today is the day I start writing my business plan. Today is the day I finally learn that new song. Today is the day I get in shape." But then, the familiar creep of hesitation would set in. What if my business idea isn't good enough? What if I can't play the guitar perfectly? What if I look silly jogging around the block? The questions would spiral, each one heavier than the last, until the weight of them all pinned him to the sofa. He'd spend hours researching the best way to start, creating elaborate plans he'd never follow, and watching videos of other people achieving the very things he wanted to do. By evening, exhausted from all the overthinking, he'd sigh and make that old familiar promise. "Okay, I'll start tomorrow. For real this time." But tomorrow never seemed to arrive. Liam was trapped in a cycle of avoidance, mistaking planning for progress and research for action. He believed he needed to feel ready, inspired, and 100% confident before he could begin. The problem was, that perfect moment never came. His life felt like a movie stuck on pause, and he was getting tired of watching the same scene over and over again. One rainy afternoon, while scrolling aimlessly online, he stumbled upon a quote that hit him like a lightning bolt. "Action is not the result of motivation. It's the cause of it." He read it again and again. Could it be that simple? He had always believed the opposite. He thought he had to wait for a lightning strike of inspiration before he could act. But this quote suggested he had it all backward. What if, instead of waiting to feel ready, he just started? What if the feeling of motivation wasn't a prerequisite, but a reward for taking the first step? It was a radical idea, and frankly, it scared him a little. But the thought of another day, another week, another year spent waiting for tomorrow scared him even more. He looked at his running shoes. He didn't feel like running. His mind was already conjuring excuses. It's raining. It's cold. He was tired. But the quote echoed in his head. Action is the cause of motivation. So, he made a deal with himself. A tiny, almost ridiculous deal. He wouldn't go for a full run. He would just put on his running shoes and step outside for 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute, it felt so small, so manejable that his brain couldn't really argue with it. He laced up his shoes, walked to the door, and stepped out into the drizzling rain. The cool air hit his face. He stood there for a minute, just as he promised. Then, something strange happened. He thought, well, I'm already out here. Maybe I'll just walk to the end of the street. So he did. As he walked, his body started to wake up. He reached the end of the street and thought, maybe I'll jog to that next corner. Before he knew it, he'd completed a full lap around the block. He returned to his apartment, breathless and soaking wet, but with a feeling he hadn't felt in years. A genuine sense of accomplishment. This was Liam's great discovery, the simple shift that changed everything. You don't need to feel ready to start, you just need to start. Procrastination isn't about laziness. It's a mental habit driven by fear. Fear of failure. Fear of imperfection. Fear of not being good enough. We overthink and overplan as a way to avoid facing that fear. But the secret isn't to eliminate the fear. The secret is to act despite it. By taking a small, imperfect action. Liam short-circuited his brain's procrastination loop. That tiny 1-minute commitment was too small for his fear to fight, but it was big enough to create a spark of momentum. And momentum is the fuel for motivation. The next day, he didn't try to write his entire business plan. He just opened a new document and wrote one sentence describing his idea. That one sentence led to a paragraph. That paragraph led to a full page. He applied this same principle to his guitar. He didn't aim to master a whole song. He just practiced one chord for 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes turned into 10, and soon, the dusty guitar was filling his apartment with music, clumsy and imperfect at first, but music nonetheless. Liam learned that progress isn't born from grand, perfectly executed plans. It's built from a series of small, messy, and consistent actions. The feeling of being ready is a myth. Clarity and confidence don't come from thinking. They come from doing. You figure out your business plan by writing the first draft, not by endlessly brainstorming. You learn the song by playing the wrong notes, not by staring at the sheet music. You get in shape by taking that first uncomfortable step, not by waiting for the perfect weather. This is the shift that can change everything for you, too. Whatever it is you've been putting off, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Motivation will meet you halfway, but you have to take the first step to greet it. Right now, what is the smallest possible action you can take toward your goal? Not tomorrow, not in an hour. Right now. Can you write one sentence? Do one push-up? Send one email? Make the action so small it feels silly not to do it. This isn't about a massive overhaul of your life overnight. It's about breaking the habit of avoidance and building a new habit of action, one tiny step at a time. The person you want to become, the life you want to live, isn't waiting for you in tomorrow. It's forged in the small, decisive actions you take today. That momentum you're looking for, it's waiting for you on the other side of that first, imperfect step. Take it. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, let us know in the comments what small action you're going to take today. And for more content to help you become the next best version of yourself, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see you in the next one.